If you're like me and you love meatball subs, this recipe will definitely blow your socks off. It's full of flavor, super easy to make, and sit tight though, I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. All right, here's everything we using for this meal today. We have everything from the seasonings to the sauce to the meat. And we're gonna start with our tomato sauce first. We're using Bertolli Marinara. Now, we can make this fresh from scratch if you want to, but the average person don't know how to make that, so we're gonna go ahead and use this bottle, and I'll show you guys how to make it in a later video. Next, we have our garlic paste. We're gonna use this for our meat, and we're also gonna use it to make our garlic butter for our hoagie roll. And here's the star. We have the meat, which consists of beef and pork, freshly grounded up from our local meat store. We have 2 whole eggs. We have our breadcrumb mixture that's going inside the meat. We have our onions going inside the meat and the tomato sauce. We have Italian seasoning. We have chicken seasoning. We have minced garlic that's going into the tomato sauce. We have crushed peppers that's going into the meat. And we have sugar. Sugar goes in tomato sauce. I don't care what you say. Then we have our garlic powder. We have our butter. We have our garlic paste. That's for our butter sauce for our bread. We have our salt, pepper, fresh parsley, and we have our hoagie rolls. This is what I prefer to use. Now you can get this from Publix Bakery or any local bakery near you or any grocery store near you. All right, let's prepare our meatballs. So we're gonna start with garlic paste first. Now this bottle is empty pretty much, but I was able to get out a teaspoon of garlic paste, and the recipe will be adjusted later, but we're using a teaspoon of garlic paste, and we're gonna start with a half a cup of diced onions. The other half we're gonna use for our sauce later. We have our parmesan cheese and breadcrumb mix. It helps hold the meatballs together. You can do it without it, but usually breadcrumbs and here we have eggs does it, kind of keeps it solid, keeps it together and hold its shape. Now you can use brown eggs if you have brown. You use egg whites or like I'm using white eggs. We have our fresh parsley. We have our salt and pepper mixture. We have our garlic powder. We have our fresh pepper flakes. We have Italian seasoning. And last but not least, we have our chicken seasoning. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it a mix. Now you don't wanna overwork the meat because you don't want it to be all tough and hard and, not enjoyable. So we want this to be nice and tender. So go ahead and just mix it, just enough to incorporate it, cover it, put it in the refrigerator for about 15 to 20 minutes or so. And then after that, we're gonna go ahead and form the meatballs. All right, now that our meat mixture is out of the fridge, we have our sheet pan lined with foil. And we also have a 1/4 cup that we're gonna use to form the meatballs. Now you can eyeball it, but I'm gonna use this because it keeps everything nice and uniform, everything looking the same. Here's what it looks like. Now, if you want it bigger, you can use a bigger cup, or you can use like a lid from a bottle or something. We did that inside the restaurants. We had like these small lids, and we put the meat in there to form it, but you can use whatever you have available. And once you get it done, we're gonna go ahead and form the meatballs after we do everything. So we're gonna try to get as many meatballs out of this mix as we can. And then once we do so, we're gonna move on to the next step, which is the searing process. All right, with the palm of your hands, go ahead and roll the meatballs. Roll them tight so they can hold together, but don't overwork them. Make sure they're nice and uniform and round. And once you do that, go ahead and get ready for the next step. Okay, here's our cast iron skillet. Now the first thing we're gonna do is set the temperature of our heat to medium heat, and then we're gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of oil. And the first thing we're gonna cook is the onions and garlic that we had set to the side. We're gonna saute those until they're translucent. And once we do that, we're gonna remove them from the heat, put them in a bowl, and let them sit to the side until it's time to go ahead and sear our meatballs. Now please don't burn these, just cook them till they're translucent, remove them, and go ahead and add your meatballs next. Okay, over a medium heat, go ahead and place your meatballs in the skillet. Now, all we want to do is brown them on each side, and do not overcook them, do not fully cook them. Brown them just a little bit, let some of the juices release into the pan with the onion and the garlic and the oil from before, and then we're going to use these same drippings to go with our tomato sauce. So we're going to go ahead and remove these once they're done, put them on a sheet tray to rest, and then after that, we're going to go ahead and make the sauce, and afterwards we're going to add the meatball to the skillet and let it simmer with the tomato sauce. And after a couple of minutes, go ahead and flip them over on each side, and you'll see that nice brown crust on top of it. That's exactly what we want. So get them to this point and then remove them. Remember, do not burn these, do not overcook these. We just want to get a nice brown crust on them to get some of that flavor to go with our tomato sauce. And then once we do that, we're going to remove them. And as you can see, look how they look. I just pretty much browned them on each side for the most part. And then look at all that grease at the bottom. We're going to remove some of that before we get to the sauce. But this is pretty much what we want to see before we go to the next step, and that's making the tomato sauce. This is what I have left over. That brown you see at the bottom, that's called farm. That's from the onions, the garlic, and the meat that we cooked in the pan. All that's going to be lifted once we make the tomato sauce, which is going to give a tremendous flavor. So add both bottles of tomato sauce to this. And then after that, we're going to introduce our seasonings. But first, let's add our garlic and onion that we sauteed earlier. Then we're going to add our salt, pepper, garlic, Italian seasonings into this mixture. And here goes the sugar. I don't care what you say, sugar goes in this sauce. It helps balance the sauce. It makes it taste amazing, but don't over season it with it because it'll make it sweet. And we don't want a sweet sauce. Then once you do that, go ahead and mix it a little bit. You can also take a little bit of water and put it inside the bottle, shake it up to get some of that tomato sauce that's left in the bottle, and then pour it inside of the pan, and then go ahead and let everything simmer. And after that, let them cook for about 20 minutes or so, or until it reaches 160 or 165 degrees internal temp. Everything is nicely simmering. It looks amazing. As you see, also, I'm taking the spoon and I'm spooning the tomato sauce on top of the meatballs and mixing everything up to get everything evenly cooked and everything looking nice. The meatballs held this shape, and this is exactly what I meant by using the measuring cup. Well, whatever you have available to form the meatballs. And we want this sauce to reduce, and this is the reason why I didn't use a lot of salt, because the sauce is going to reduce, and once it reduces, things tend to get more saltier, and we don't want that. Okay, go ahead and slice your bread. You can cut it all the way through, or you can slice it like I did, where it still holds together and gives us a nice pocket for the meatballs. Here's the garlic butter. Now earlier I mentioned I had the garlic paste, I had the butter, and I had the fresh parsley. Well, this is the reason why I used it, because I want to give our bread some nice flavor instead of doing like a basic hoagie. This will add a ton of flavor to our meatball sub. So go ahead and add as much as you want, and once you do that, we're we're gonna go ahead and add the meatballs to it. Then we're gonna add our cheese, and then we're gonna go ahead and put in the oven until cheese is melted. And then we're gonna go ahead and cut it and see what we got. Okay, now I know you didn't see the cheese earlier, but I didn't have it out of the refrigerator because I didn't want them to warm up and start melting because this kitchen is quite warm. So I left them in. But I have American cheese, mozzarella, and shredded parmesan. We're gonna go ahead and use this. Use whatever you want. Put it in the oven for about 5 minutes or 10 minutes until it melts, and then we're gonna go ahead and serve. Okay, after about 7 to 10 minutes, this is what we got. Cheese melted, bread nice and golden brown. Everything looks amazing. Go ahead and garnish it whatever you want. We have our fresh parsley, and we have our red crushed pepper flakes. This looks amazing, man. I'm telling you. Full of flavor. Look at that, man, that's crazy. Let's go ahead and cut it in half. Now, what I did on mine, off camera, I added a little bit of mayo to mine because that's what I do when I go to Subway or Publix. Add a little bit of mayo. And it was delicious, man. It was crazy. Go ahead and try this. And let me know what you think about this in the comment section.